Hello YouTube, welcome to another episode of Plays for Days. Today we are doing the profile on the 3-axis Fire Fist deck that we've been playing this week. So, I'm going to take a look at the deck, maybe tell you a couple of the combos, let you know what the deck's all about.
It's a fun little deck.
Yeah.
It has potential for the next set too in Judgment of the Light. So they're getting that Rooster finally, so it looks like a really good deck.
What's that Banisher doing in there?
Where?
At the bottom.
Oh shit, that's not supposed to be there. There we go. Anyways, that would be a bad idea to put a Banisher in there.
Should we just restart
Yes.
before we get too into it?
That was a really bad idea.
Okay, I'll just edit it. Edit.
Okay.
Edit. Hello YouTube, welcome to another episode of Plays for Days. Today we are doing a deck profile on the 3-axis Fire Fist that we've been playing this week. Going to let you know some of the ins and outs of the deck, what the deck's all about, and kind of our personal input. I really like the deck. I think it's pretty fun. I like that it breathes a little bit of life into the Fire Fist again.
Yeah, it's definitely got potential, so let's get into the deck profile. We got 2 blasters. Obviously, it's a great fire. I mean, like, you can even discard to pop a card on the field, so if you draw into those dead roosters, they're not so dead.
Yeah.
And you can then, you can also do plays with the Rekindling, so if you need them, like, let's say you have him and Leopard, you can discard them, summon him out, rekindle, just do a whole bunch of plays. He's just good.
He works really well. He's a
good
fire.
Beater. Really
Everything
good
else is fire. 28 gets over a lot.
Yep.
So.
Very powerful. And we got 2 bears. Obviously, really good card. I kind of want to bump it up to 3, but I'm kind of worried it might get cloggy. 2 is just right. So
it's all about preference, and from what I've seen of us playing the deck, we seem to get a lot of fire formation, so I don't think a bear would really hurt.
Yeah.
The only thing that really hurts is when they like compulse or bottomless or whatever the bear.
Yeah.
And then the plays can't go off, but
yeah.
It's kind of the risk you run with any of the cards you're going to be special summoning anyway.
Yeah.
It's all player preference.
And we got 2 of the chicken, now called Rooster, I'm pretty sure. It's a great card. It's coming out in Judgment of the Light. I mean, it's a 3. When it's special summoned by Fire Fist card, monster, whatever, you get to add a Fire Fist monster to your hand.
So the main targets to use that for are the Spirit and the Horse Prince.
Yeah.
You do that, you get to add one, so.
It's really good. And he has that secondary effect, too, where you can tribute off 1 fire formation to add another one from your deck to the field, so it's very good.
It's not too bad. It's like if you got too many Tensins, you need a Tenki.
Yeah,
why not?
Really good. And we got 3 of the Spirit.
He's your big playmaker of the deck. He's your 3, he's your tuner. You do the Rooster, you do the Leopard. You make 6s or you exceed 4 level 3s.
Yep.
Or rank 3s, sorry.
Really good tuner.
But one important thing to note about him, whenever you use him, you can only attack with Beast Warriors. So if you plan on going into a Leviair or whatever like that, only Beast Warriors can attack.
Or if you're pushing for game, Blaster won't be able to attack. So
yep.
Just be careful with that. And we got 3 Leopard. He's also another important card.
He's the one who gets it all going. You get your Tenki, you get your Leopard, you get your Tensu, you get your Leopard.
Yeah, it's combos, so you pick one of the combos. Hopefully you have one of the pieces.
Yeah. You get the whole play going as long as you have Leopard in one of the 2, or if you have Tenki in the Spirit.
Yeah. And we got the 3 Veilers.
Really important in the meta right now. There are too many cards that activate on the field that you just want to negate.
Yeah.
You got stuff like the Lead Yoke that's like, oh, I don't want to be destroyed. No. You're getting torrential, bitch.
Draco Sack? No. You ain't making any tokens. Big Eye? No. You ain't stealing the monsters.
It's just too important not to run right now.
Yeah. And we got the 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Dark Hole, 3 Rekindling.
Rekindling is godlike in here. Because the Spirit, the Leopard, all 200.
And even the 1 Exceed, even the Lion Emperor, 2200 attack.
So you go for your initial play. Usually it's a Vulcan or something like that. Rekindle, make your Horse Prince, whip out your chicken. You got a 2000, 2200, and a 16?
15, I think it is it? Yeah, 15,
15.
And you search out one of the Fire Fists. So it could be a bear or another Spirit for your next turn.
And they all gain 100, depending
on how many you got.
How many you got, if you got the 300 boost from the trap,
and
whatever.
Then you can still, synchro or XYZ, with that Rekindle. It's just really good. It's so good to top deck. It's just an incredible card. I wouldn't run any less than 3.
I'd run 4 if we could.
Yeah. And 1 Monster Reborn, 3 MSTs. MSTs are very important because of things like Macro. Macro kills this deck. If they activate Macro, you're in a lot of trouble because you won't be able to tribute off any of them. and your monsters will get banished, so Spirit won't have any targets.
Yeah.
So you're in a lot of trouble if they activate macro.
MST is just really good. It's kind of weird that MST's been at 3 for the longest time, when at one point you could only run 1.
Yeah, it's strange.
So.
And the 3 Tensus.
So these are all our fire formations.
Very
We've got
important.
our Tensu, so you can do the extra summons. Very important with the leopard play.
To the Gyoko or whatever.
Gyoko, it's basically your stun card. Takes a face down speller trap. Says no.
Yeah, can't respond to it. 3 Tenkies.
If you don't know what that does, searches you out a Beast Warrior level 4 or lower.
Yeah, and 2 Horn of the Phantom Beast.
Interesting tech. It's not everybody's thing, but I like it. It's a nice little surprise card when somebody wants to attack over bear. You get a draw and search.
Plus it works on your synchros too. Like it works. Yeah, when we get to them, it works on them too.
Anything
so
that's
a
Beast
really
Warrior.
Good card. Yeah. 2 Torrentials. Say no to the monster spamming. 2 Compulse. This is one of the only few changes I'd make to this deck. I might even add a 3rd. I mean, a lot of people are starting to run those battling boxers and all those other things, and it's just really good to hit Zen mains, Draco Sack, Big Eye, any problem card.
Yeah, Compulse is definitely back in a big way. Just get rid of anything that's in your way, send it back.
Yeah, and we got one of the Tensin, powerful card, increases by 1,000, and everyone else by 300.
Plus, it's searchable with most of your Fire Fist type cards. So.
And even when it's gone, it still keeps the 700 boost for the turn or whatever.
Well, it gets a 700 for the turn, and then a permanent 300 as long as it's on the field.
Yeah. So, and 1 Solemn Warning.
Just to get rid of whatever.
Yeah. And now to the extra deck, we play 1 Sirius, the Blue Dog Star.
Or the Blue Wolf Star, whichever picture or description you're looking at. Very important thing to note about this guy. He's Beast Warrior, so he works with your spirit if you sync with it. And he's a dark.
He's a dark. He's only 2,400, but when you play things like Tenki, Tensu, all this sort of stuff, I mean, it's so easy to boost him up by 100 that you can run things like Eradicator, which is really easy to use. Even first turn, you can use it on Prophecies. So it's just a great card to side deck in against Prophecies, and he's just a good synchro.
I haven't seen him before. I'm pretty sure he's going to be coming out in one of the later sets. Maybe he could be coming out in Judgment of Light for all I know.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I really don't know into him, but
maybe. I haven't seen him before we started using this deck. So.
Or maybe even Shadow Specters. I'm not too sure, but he's just really good with that Eradicator play. And we got 2 Horse Prints, very important.
He lets you special summon a Fire Fist.
Most likely it'll be the Rooster, so you can search out a bear or another spirit or anything else you may need.
He's your playmaker.
Yep, and 1 Vulcan, very important.
He is so good in here. He's only 2,000, but again, he gets boosted up by all your Fire Formation cards. And when he's normal summon, target one of yours face up to return one of their face up type cards. So you return your Tenkies, you return your Tensus, you return whatever.
Anything.
You could even do your Phantom
Beast,
Horn of the Phantom Beast. No big deal. It gets rid of problem cards so hard.
Yeah, again, like the Zen mains, the Draco Sack, anything.
If you watched our Assault mode deck that we played, gets rid of that no problem.
Yeah, just back to the deck. It's just really good. It's like your 3rd or 4th Compulse, depending on how many you run.
And it's a Beast Warrior.
So you can attack. And you sync with Spirit.
Yep.
And if you got Rekindling, you can also make, again, your Horse Prince and bring out Rooster and Search, and it just gets nasty.
It opens up plays. It's very good. If you haven't subscribed to Shonen Jump Alpha, I would recommend it because this card is going to be money.
Yeah, he's coming out soon, so I would definitely look into it. And we got the 1 Constellar Ptolemy
M7.
Yeah.
Just for your level 6.
He's not a bad. He has not a bad effect either. So
yeah, if you make a couple level 6s, that's your Horse Prince, your Vulcan. Go into it.
And now Strike Bouncer.
Same with Strike Bouncer. He actually works really good for locking down. You make a good play or whatever like that. You're playing a deck that relies on effects. You shut him down pretty hard. We got the Basiltrice, which is just another target for your level 6 fire monsters, which is 2 Horse Princes or your Vulcan and your Horse Prince.
I like how it says 4 there.
Yeah, it's a rank 4 apparently. Banish stuff from the grave, so although they do get the effects with the Dragon Rulers, I guess you could banish them.
Banish the Hornet.
Yes.
And we got that Tiger King. We got the 1 Mace Stroke, 1 Cowboy, 1 Acid Golem, 1 Tiger King, or Lion King, Emperor.
Lion Emperor.
I mean, he goes with Rekindling. There was a few times I've used him actually to like OTK with the Rekindling.
Yeah.
So he's actually really good. He's 2200 for a 3-star. That's pretty powerful with 200 defense.
200 defense. He's rekindling
Not to
target.
mention he adds one of the cards to your hand. Yeah, one of your fires. So.
Yep. So if you use rekindling to make him, you could add a bear, pop something else. You have a direct attack with at least 22 and 16.
Yeah, or if you use rekindling again to make him, you can use his effect, or no, not rekindle. If you use him to make him, you can always even bounce back your spirit to your hand, so you can use it next turn and go off again.
Yep.
And then we have the rest of the 3s like Leviathan, Leviair, and Zenmaines.
You can attack with them if you use the spirit, but they're always there for options.
They're just there, yeah. And for the side deck, I didn't really have anything. It was just a few things I was testing. I mean, like, you could always run Maxis if you want to find room in there for them, or if you want to main deck them instead of Veilers, they're always there. I just prefer Veilers, and I was thinking about that third Bear. I love Bear. That's just me. And there's always the Night Beam, which is an alright card.
If you do need the extra back row, hey, Night Beam's definitely a good card.
And there's also the D-Fissures, because, like, it's just too good in this deck. Like, it's
assuming you do things the right way, assuming you're making Exceeds and stuff, they don't get banished. So.
And plus, when you pop your Tenki for Bear's effect, it's not like it does work. It's not like macro.
Yeah.
So it's just a good card.
It's just against those certain decks.
Yeah. And yeah, just mine. And also the Eradicator.
If you're feeling adventurous, you could always do 2 instead of just 1.
Yeah.
It's just ideas.
Yeah, it's just there. Like, this isn't a real side. It's just suggestions. This works with that synchro we talked about.
Yeah.
So, and we got the Gozen match.
Just to stop those dragon rulers. They want to make their stuff. They can only control 1.
Or
so.
wind-ups, anything problematic.
Yeah, then they got to use their blaster to pop it or whatever. It just slows some decks down.
Yeah.
And since all the guys you're running are fire, it doesn't touch you.
Nope. And the breakthrough skills, which is what I was testing for a little while. I actually had two of these main decked. I love breakthrough skill. It's a good card, but I just, for now, I'm using Veilers. I'm loving the Veilers, so.
I think I might run it in my build just for the sake of using against Lead Yoke.
Yeah.
When you get your bear out and you can't negate its effect, it really hurts.
Yeah. And just something like Solemn Judgment. I don't know. A lot of people love Solemn Judgment. We're not really fans of it. It's too much of a cost. It sucks to draw first turn, and it's a great late game card, but it can really mess you up. I guess if you know how to use it, it can be very good. But
I always find up I end up getting sacked by it. I'll activate it, I'll half my life points, and then they'll just OTK me and say, oh, well, you know, if I would have had bottomless, it would have been better.
Yeah, so we're just not really fans of Solemn Judgment, but
it's player preference.
Yeah.
But it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah. So there you guys go. That was the 3-axis Fire Fist deck. Tell us what you think. If you guys have any suggestions or know of any neat builds, just let us know. We're always interested. And yeah, we will catch you guys later.
Peace.